On window treatments. There's many types of window treatments out there. This is a product called Window Quilt. It runs in a track down the side of the window. It has a little gasket here and it rolls up behind this valance here. So on a window system, this is a big sliding glass door right here, and if you're sitting in this chair and it's 10 degrees outside, I will describe it this way. I remember how I said that radiant heat from a wood-burning stove makes you feel comfortable. Well, this is a cold surface on a 10-degree day, and if you're sitting in that chair, what your body is doing is radiating heat, and that cold surface says, give me all the heat you can because I want it. And your body will feel cold because the radiant heat from your body is literally being sucked to that cold surface. So having something between you and that cold surface is going to help your body feel more comfortable and your furnace work not as hard. In the winter protection, where a lot of homes don't have a good window system or double glazing, with the newer windows, you can put up once a year and take down once a year a product by 3M that is kind of like a shrink wrap cellophane, a saran wrap, if you will, that's made for windows. And so this will give you that extra glazing and help reduce air infiltration that comes through old windows in the wintertime. Now, it's also good to realize when you're planting trees and other things like that, that there are two completely different paths that the sun takes between winter and summer. In the wintertime, the sun will rise low in the southeast and go fairly low in the sky and set in the southwest. In the summertime, it actually rises north of due east, goes very high in the sky, and then sets in the north of west, in the northwest side. So in the summertime then, the windows that are particularly vulnerable are the eastern windows here, where the sun is beginning to climb, and now we're in the heat of the day. The air conditioning is working hard, and if I've got a bank of windows on the west side of my house over here, this summer sun now is just kicking up that air conditioning and say, work, you son of a gun, work, because I'm just pouring my energy into the home. And this is also why a passive solar home works in the wintertime, because if in a well-designed home, you put the majority of glass on the south side so that this low winter sun goes right into the home. And this is looking at south glass. If you've got a 2-foot overhang and a 6-foot from the top of the soffit here to the windowsill, you can see that in the wintertime, the sun is able to come underneath that overhang and into the house to help warm the house on this south window. But this overhang in the summertime is large enough that that high winter sun up here is blocked, and for the most part blocks most of, in this particular design, in this particular drawing, blocks most of that most of that summer sun out. And remember, you've seen in the old time where people would have awnings on their windows. That's exactly why they have awnings on their windows. It's generally on the south side or the west side of the house, and it helps keep that hot summer sun out that heats up and makes your air conditioning work harder. New windows, generally, when you're talking to a window salesman, they'll say, yeah, they'll guarantee this and they'll guarantee that, but you're far better off to buy $100 worth of caulk and great stuff foam than buy new windows. You will save much more energy by doing those types of things first. And that's another good reason why it's good to have an energy auditor come and tell you what the priority is in your home. And I should also say that another benefit for an energy auditor that's professionally trained is that they're also trained about the safety of furnaces. In the first paragraph on the home energy checklist, at the very top, it says that it's very hard to do, but if you've got an old furnace and you work really hard on making your house airtight, it's hard to do, but you can make your home so that it is dangerously unhealthy because you're not getting enough fresh air into the home. In the homes that I built, I made them extremely airtight, and we actually used a special device called an air-to-air heat exchanger, which helped bring in cold air from the outside, but it preheated it with the stale air that's being exhausted. So we were able to bring in 0-degree air, and by the time it got into the room, it was 50 degrees, and we're exhausting the stale air and bringing in fresh air. So just be advised that if you're going to do extensive work on your house and you've got an older furnace, you want to have that furnace checked.